Okay, one of my favorite multiplayer cooperative games by Gamewright. This one's Forbidden Island. Don't confuse it with Fireball Island, a 90s Milton Bradley giant board game. This one, it's got some awards. It's 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. The secret about this is you can actually play it one player. The most difficult aspect of this board game is trying to tell other people how to use their turn. Dare to discover Forbidden Island? Join a team of fearless adventurers on a do-or-die mission to capture 4 sacred treasures from the ruins of these perilous paradise. Your team will have to work together and make some pulse-pounding maneuvers as the island will sink beneath every step. Race to collect the treasures and make a triumphant escape before you're swallowed into the watery abyss. Contents are 58 playing cards, 24 island tiles, 6 pawns, 4 treasure figurines, 1 meter, 1 water level marker, and the rules of play, the instruction manuals. Ages 10 or up, but that's not exact. 30 minutes of gameplay, that's about right. 2 to 4 players. This age 10 plus is a little harsh. Maybe that's when they get a little more focus. On this metal tin, the UPC is 07597510003173. ISBN numbers 978-1-936-011-15-5. Or this 112116-59751-M. Gamewright makes other games. I did not do this, did not check this out. Here's another one. It's kind of like the same thing with the evolved rules. It's called Forbidden Desert. You get the... I forget what the term you would use for an airship. So you're going to build an airship to get out of the Forbidden Desert. In this one, you just get the 4 items before they sink and you leave. Rules are simple. You got your marker. There are different levels of play. You got your 4 treasures. It's kind of like the 5th element, but only 4 elements. You got your player pieces and the marker tab. So you got like novice, normal, elite, legendary. It's kind of like where you start. And in the end, you'll have cards that get taken out and the flood will go higher at every end turn. Now you have special people with special skills, and the rules are kind of soft. So this game isn't meant to make... You usually almost always win unless you're purposely trying to make it the most difficult. Order of play, you take up to 3 actions, you draw two treasure cards, discard down to 5, and then you draw your flood card equal to the water level. Now here are the 3 actions. You can move, not diagonally. You can shore up on adjacent tiles, not diagonally. I don't think. Maybe you can do that diagonally. Shore up basically means when you're here. Let's look at this tile piece. This is actually, it's called Bronze Gate, and it's where red starts. You always shuffle these tiles up and spread them out. They're always randomized, but the player always starts on this one. So red will always start here if you have that player in game. And then when it starts sinking, this means you still have Bronze Gate, but there's water. It's just a couple inches under the water. And when the flood level comes again, rises again, it will be taken out of play, and there will no longer be a tile there. Only a diver can swim through the parts. So now it's starting to sink, so you shore it up so you can spend an action point to unflood this. So if you have a really good team, really well organized, they will all try and work to always be like, okay, shore this up, get this, move this, get the treasure. Now, give a treasure card if you're on the same tile or have a special rule, and then capture a treasure. You need to have 4 matching cards. You'll have 4 matching cards. I'll probably have to do 3-parter on here. So when you have the 4 matching cards, you go to where the treasure is at, and when you're on there, you just redeem these and you get the treasure, and it becomes your team's. And you got to get all 4 treasures before all the tiles sink. Sadly, sometimes the treasure tiles will sink and they're gone, and then the game's over. Multiple ways to lose, multiple ways to win. And there are these certain cards used in play. They basically flip them at the end of the turn, and they'll tell you Dunes of Deception now needs to be underwater. I don't have that one out here. And so they would sink, and then if you get Dunes again, and then this Floodwater is how many flood cards you draw at the end of the turn. Each person's turn. I'll have to show a part 2, but I highly recommend this game. It's really easy. It's not meant to be aggravating. And these pieces have special plays. So when we play, sometimes somebody will play 2 parts. Let's at least try to go through. Let me see if I can find them. Sandbags, special cards, a wider rise card. Move the water level up a mark, 1 tick mark. Shuffle the flood discard pile and place it on top of the flood draw pile. And discard this card to the treasure discard pile. Okay, helicopter. Where's the player cards? Okay. So you got the explorer, the messenger, the pilot, the engineer, the navigator, and the diver. So the pilot, once per turn, fly to any tile on the island for 1 action. Instead of just using, instead of just being able to move up to 3 tiles, you can teleport basically using your helicopter. The engineer, shore up 2 tiles for 1 action, so you can shore up 2 tiles around you. You can get up to 6 tiles. You might have to move a space over and then shore up 2 more. The diver, move through 1 or more adjacent flooded and or missing tiles for 1 action. But you must end your turn on a tile. You cannot be in a sunken space. The navigator, move another player up to 2 adjacent tiles for 1 action. That's nice. The explorer, move or shore up diagonally. So the explorer can shore up diagonally. And the messenger, give treasure cards to a player anywhere on the island for 1 action per card. So they can really what you do is you try to get to your messenger. You both land on the same tile. and then you can swap cards. So you can give it to your messenger, and then on the next turn, on the messenger's turn, they can send it to anybody on the other side of the board game without having to be close. Thanks for joining me on this short introduction.